I want to get one of these about the Hanuman statue. Let me find. Is this one? Let me look. Here we go.
What
Let's
is
start
it?
with this one. Okay. So
Why?
just to give people an idea, in Texas, there is this rather large Hanuman statue. And this is indicative for people are saying, why are we allowing a false statue of a false Hindu god to be here in Texas? We are a all caps Christian nation. Um, it's actually a real statue. It's not false. Um, sorry, I'm feeling very pedantic about these people today. At least get your hatred and grammar right, I guess. Um, let's see, is this one? Here's another one from Alexander Duncan. Oh no, sorry, I brought up the same one again. It was just a different thing and my preview wasn't showing it properly. Maybe we can. No. Oh, here's another one. By Lucky Teeter, the MAGA Hulk. Do you really plan on putting an even bigger statue to Gishnu in Ohio if elected? This was directed at Vivek Ramaswamy, specifically, who's running. Formerly ran to be the Republican nominee for president, and now is running in for more governor of Ohio. For those that don't know, if you've come across this randomly, Gishnu is actually not a Hindu form of the divine. What else do we have on this one? There's one that I particularly like, Raj, that I know, I think you, Raj, for those that don't know, you wouldn't know, Raj is a collector of all of these online. Here's another one from Alexander Duncan again. I'm just calling it what it is. It's an idol, quote, and then he goes on to quote Exodus and Romans. Why don't one of you hold forth on this while I try to find the one where Hanuman's looking really buff, frankly. I want to find it. I don't know
I
if I
mean,
have it saved.
I
Oh, here
just
it
keep
is. Keep going.
imagining all of these people, just like, like Charlton Heston at the end of Planet of the Apes. Like, what was that? What did he say? He's on the beach and he sees,
I'm not an animal, he says.
yeah, no, it's like, no, he's at the beach and he sees like, what have you done? Like, because he's
That.
at the end
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
movie, right? And it's just like, it's like, are they getting triggered by it? Like, I don't know. I mean, this is a thing that's been going on. Like, someone builds a Hanuman statue, then, it's in Texas, it's in, somewhere in Canada, Ohio, whatever. And then a bunch of people are like, oh, it's, oh my God, how dare you do this? And, like, it's this, what's going on is before a lot of us probably came here, we are like, okay, let's kind of fit in, assimilate, do whatever we're doing, and if we behave like everyone else, then we'll be rewarded, right? Now, and like, if we have our rights here, everything is fine as long as we don't cause trouble. And then the natural reaction for a lot of people who kind of have the mentality is be like, oh God, why would they build this Hanuman statue? Why should they, get all this, attention? And it's like, you know what? They have the freaking right to do that. Like, who gives a shit? Honestly, like, build whatever statues you want. Like, as long as you follow like your local permits, you build it safely, whatever. I mean, come on, get a freaking life.
Yeah,
Honestly.
this is on land owned by the Hindu community, right? And so I don't see what the problem is. I mean, I've seen like statues of the Virgin Mary and other statues on land owned by churches. So I don't see what the problem is if Hindus want to exercise their rights and build, statues of Hindu deities on their own properties, or temple property. As Raj mentioned, that's within our purview and our right. I think what it does, though, is that, they don't want Hindus to be too openly Hindu, right? As long as you quietly practice, you keep your head down and you don't rock the boat and you kind of stay in your place, right? Can't become too successful. Can't become too much involved in politics. You can't be, flaunting your religion everywhere, kind of putting it out there. Otherwise, oh my God, now you need to be put back on a boat and deported out here. And why do we have these demon worshippers in our country, right? So basically, stay in your place, little brown man, and everything will be fine.
And that's the message, just to be clear, we're getting not only from, say, kind of these crazies, here in the US, but we also get it from other Indians. Indians back in India who are like, oh, why should you be doing all of these things? You should just be, quiet. Why are you gathering like this? You're causing bad problems for us. It's like, no, like, it doesn't matter whether you act very assimilated or you act like you're just fresh off the boat. Like, the thing is, if someone doesn't want you in the country because they're racist, they don't want you in the country. Ask Dinesh D'Souza. He's a Christian. He's shat on India so many times. Yeah, look at how people talk to him.